Hello, how y'all doing? It's time for another diecast flashback. And this time we have a Dinky toy Chevrolet Impala. Now this Impala was one of the 6 models that were made in Hong Kong from 65 to 67. Before we get into this one, let's look at some other Chevrolet Impalas. Let's kind of go in the order of generation. So the first generation Impala was made in 57 and 58, and this one is a 58. This is an American company called Erdl. They're very well known for making farm equipment, tractors, and such things like that. But they did make this line of 1 to 64 scales called American Muscle. This is a 58 Chevy Impala. This is the box. And on the back of the box, it gives you a little information about the car. Let's take a look at it. It's pretty cool casting. It's got nice interior in it. The doors don't open. However, the hood and the trunk both open. It's got a nice motor in there. Nice detail. And I'll tell you what's really funny. It's got a Continental kit. Now, every Continental kit that I knew, it had the spare tire in it. Now, maybe I'm wrong. But it's got 2 spare tires, I guess, because there's a second one in the boot. It's got a little detailing on the back of it. You can see that, Erdl. These are pretty cool series that they made. Nice detail for such a small version. And the next 2 that we have are Corgis. One's a police and one's a fire chief. Now these are the 2nd generation of Impala. They made these in the late 50s. Corgi made these in 1965. That's when they introduced them. You can see that. Chevy Impala, Corgi. Nice models. Lucky to have both of them. Pretty cool. And we've got a Matchbox 1 to 75 scale that's also that same model. Matchbox made this in 1961. It's got the gray plastic wheels on it. Get a look at that. Chevy Impala. It's got the tow hitch. I don't believe I've ever seen one of these with a trailer hitch before. Then the next generation we have, it was made from in the early 60s. We've got a 61. This is a Hot Wheel. I did a wheel swap on this one, and it had some Hot Wheel decals on it. I took it off. This is their paint job. Actually, I took the interior out, and you can see some of the striping in there, and I did a little bit of interior work to it. This is a nice one. Had an uncle that had one of these. Take a look at the bottom of that. This one was made, it's got 2011 stamped on it, so it'd be a 2012. That's when they patent it. They make them the next year. Cool car. Then we've got another Matchbox, a taxi. Got a little guy in there. Matchbox made this one in 1965. It's got the black plastic wheels, metal base on it. See that one? Got another 1963, another Erdl. This is the Chevy Impala 409. You know, the Chevrolet Impala was considered a full-size line but they still had some muscle on them. This one's got the 409 in it. Let's see, does it open? Yep. There's that big boy. And the trunk, and it's got a spare tire in it. There's a good look at the base of it. And then the last one we've got, this is a Gamda Core made in Israel. This is a Sabre line that they made to sell in the U.S., and they were all U.S. cars. This is, I believe this is the 4th generation. Late 60s. Let's see, I'm pretty sure that trunk opens. Well, it don't want to open right now, but anyway. That's a nice one. It's got a plastic base, made in Israel. So let's take a look at the one that I'm going to restore. This one would be considered the 3rd generation. Same thing as this taxi. Same model. Let's see, let's pop the base off of this. It had 3 rivets, or posts, 2 in the back and 1 in the front. Let's see, can you see that base there? Let's let you get a good look at that. There it is, Dinky. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about these Hong Kong. They made 6 of them. They were actually supposed to be made by Spot On. I'm sure some of you guys heard of Spot On. That's another English company. And Spot On bought Meccano in the 60s. And they were supposed, like I say, they were supposed to be made by Spot On, but they rebranded them to Dinky. And one way you can tell are the hubs. Those are spot on hubs. And these tires, let's see if I can't get one of them. Well, they're good tires. I don't want to mess them up, but they've got the hollowed out inside on them. All righty, let's see what we got here. I don't know what in the world that is. It's got some suspension. There's the tires. Let's see. Can I get any of them off? I don't want to risk it. It's hard to find parts for those. Let's see. Let's take the interior out. Got a steering wheel. That's about it. Looks like they spray painted the engine. Got a little bit of an engine, a radiator. Probably dress that up. There's the battery. Starter. And let's see, we got the trunk and the hood all in good shape. And all this is really good. Oh, what a nice plastic. That is so lucky. And the bumpers come off, I think. Yes. I have to, let's see, they've got, let's see, there it comes. Well, I'm going to have to grind down the posts a little bit more in order for them to pop off. Now this one, I believe this one here, I can just push these out. No, they're not coming either. I'll have to fiddle with that. So I've got one more. I've got another one of these Hong Kong Dinkies. This is a Corvair. They call it Corvair Monza. They made 6. I've got 2 of them. What number is this one? Can you see that? Right there is where the number is. I can't make it out. Number 2. This one's number 3. This one here. But it's got the same type spot on wheels. The boot opens. Now this, the boot is in the front, because it's one of these rear mounted engines. That's a cool casting. It's all there. I may try to restore that one later on. Well, let's see what I can do with this one. And as always, I would like for you to hang around and see how it turns out. And I'll see you in the next one. Now that's a flashback. Have a good one.